Hello and welcome to my channel and to my latest reading, which is on what is their biggest secret. So pick one of the 5 piles and to inquire about a particular person to figure out what is their biggest secret. Or something hidden you may not know about this particular person. So I like these psychological deep dives. They're quite fascinating for me to conduct as well. And so I hope you enjoy this. And I'm not sure what's going to come up, but it is sure to be very interesting. So, pile number 1. What is their biggest or deepest, darkest secret? Interesting. There's a beautiful stone right here. It's red. And what I'm hearing is that they're not all that happy. They're kind of like, they kind of have a facade. This person, it's sort of like they kind of have a facade of happiness, but it's not only that, it could be, I'm hearing for some it's very, like, they could be in a really dark place that people don't know about, but for others, and it's almost embarrassing to this person, like they really don't like to be unhappy, but they've also got, for others, it's like they may have some happy layers, but some unhappy layers that they don't really want people to know about, but it goes to very, very unhappy. There's sort of like a down feeling. So this person, yeah, they sort of pride themselves on being sort of bold and moving forward and being very confident. So this is kind of shameful for this person to, and I'm hearing this person feels, it's just how they feel, is like a fish out of water, that like they find life quite difficult, and they feel like a fish out of water is what I'm hearing. And joy, interesting, joyfulness. So I said before, yeah, that they're not all that happy, feel joyfulness. So this person has had quite a difficult time finding true happiness. Waiting, interesting, because I've got waiting and 7 of Pentacles, and also waiting as well too. So that, yeah, that's really fascinating. 7 of Pentacles, waiting, but it's like they don't know. It's like they've moved forward in a lot of like respects, but it's sort of like they kind of, they're kind of waiting for a message that they don't know if it's ever going to come, if that makes sense. But they're kind of like, they feel like a fish out of water that doesn't quite like fit in. They could be an Aquarius, they could be something like that, but it's sort of like, also I'm hearing that they don't quite love themselves all that much too, and that's kind of a, it seems to be this, but they're almost like somebody who's good at moving forward. So they're quite like, I'm hearing that they seem quite impressive in certain respects, but it's sort of like they have trouble moving forward and loving themselves, and just sort of like connecting to various aspects of themselves is what I'm hearing. And it may not seem like a big dark secret, but this person, it's almost like, so in some cases it's very interesting, because in some cases their emotional state is almost like hidden from their own self, but it's almost like I'm hearing they've got about 4 different layers of their personality. So this could be kind of a deep-minded person, and it's almost like a deep-minded person. We've got the King of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, but it's kind of like they have sometimes trouble going into those. They kind of are aware of those aspects, but they have trouble going into aspects of themselves. So they kind of move forward with, shall we say, impressive activity, and it's sort of like they basically yeah, it's like they're half hidden from themselves, which is interesting. Like, it's at like half hidden. Like they'll do something, and they'll be shocked at it, and it's almost like they have this fear of failure. It's almost like they half know themselves, half don't know themselves, and it's sort of like they feel a sense of sort of ugliness too. Like they may not look ugly, but they feel almost like, but it's like they try and go away from those aspects of themselves, and essentially, yeah, they try and emotionally soothe themselves with rest, and but it's kind of like there's aspects, they're there, but they don't see them, but they do see them. It's like they've got a very complicated psyche, and it's sort of like these aspects, they don't want a lot of people to see these aspects. So it's not something like, it's odd because they see them, they don't want people to see them, but they do. It's sort of like a weird conflicted energy. Like it's interesting. And it's almost like they don't, like there's half of them is very much apparent and very much clear, but half of them isn't, type thing. Half of them isn't apparent and clear. So that's pile number 1. Interesting. Pile number, what is their deepest, darkest secrets? Pile number 2. I'm hearing, what is their deepest, darkest secrets? The Page of Wands, the Page of Cups. So 2 childlike cards. Is there a child? So I'm hearing that this person, they feel very defeated. So 5 of Swords is interesting because they've got 6 of Wands and 5 of Swords, which is an extreme opposite. It's very interesting, this deck, because they've got Page of Cups and Page of Wands, and essentially they're basically like they almost feel, it's interesting, it's very significant there's 2 child cards in reverse. So it's almost like something to do with their inner child, or their children are kept secret. It's sort of like what is their deepest, darkest secret? I'm hearing that they feel very defeated because we've got the 6 of Wands. But okay, let's gonna get some more cards here so I can get a better read on what this message could be. Joyfulness. I'm hearing not only does this person not feel joyfulness, but they feel profound like hate almost, is what I'm hearing. And it's sort of like, it's like they kind of have hate for people in their life, but it's kind of taken a very dark turn, is what I'm hearing. Something about their life is taking a dark turn, and it's almost like, okay, this is what I'm hearing. They may have harmed, I'm hearing, this is what I'm hearing now. They may have done a trigger warning here, but they may have done I'm hearing irreparable damage to a child. But with emotional damage. They may have done, something really, like they've taken out their deepest, darkest secret is I'm probably gonna put a trigger warning on this, but it's like they've done emotional damage to a child because they've had a lot of emotional damage done to them. And it's sort of like the 6 of Wands is the victory, because they feel like it's sort of like they're ashamed of their inner child, or even their own children, or something to do with, there's 2 children here, so that's it. So something about their inner child, maybe their damaged inner child harmed children, or if they don't have children, it's sort of like the damage that was done to them, they feel very shameful about it. And then something about money too. Something about money, like message. Yeah, they got a message about money, like they don't have that much money. That's a deep, dark secret, or their family doesn't have that much money. And this person, it feels like somebody who really wants to present a certain side, present a certain side. Like they really like to present a hopeful side, but and a joyful side. Like that's very important, the image that they present to people, but they really feel darkly defeated. But it's like almost the defeat that they feel has gone in a really dark direction, and they've harmed somebody irreparable. It could have been, and it's almost like this twisted to do with joy, interesting, hope, joy, joyfulness, and joy. And I'm just seeing this image of this person. It's almost like they've done something, and the more that they try to cover it up, that they've done with this pretentious. I'm just seeing this image of this toy, and the more desperate they feel about this particular situation that they're in, the more that they present more joyfully. It's like they almost become, and I'm seeing this funny image. It's like this image of a doll. The more the more joyless they feel, the more joyful they try and present themselves. And it's almost turned into a sort of panic. It's almost like I'm hearing desperate, pretentious Facebook posts of like everything is going well, and 6 of Wands, like just they really want to seem victorious. There's something that's panic about always wanting to look victorious, but they've really messed up. And then I see this image of, no, don't do that, stuffing. Like it's sort of like, it's almost like it's almost like their child, either their inner child or an actual child has become a source of shame, and they're trying to desperately stuff it. Like I'm seeing this image, they really want this to come forward. The 6 of Wands, and basically they want this, they almost want, I'm hearing this, they almost want their inner child to go away, or they almost want, and trigger warning, it's a really weird image. I'm trying to get it as best as I can, but they almost want either their inner child to go away, or they want someone to go away, even their child. So they really want something to go away, even their inner child, or something that's bringing embarrassment to them. And yeah, it could be like something that's shameful. It almost gives me this image of somebody, something that's in the, like some aspect of someone connected to them or in themselves. Is sort of this Quasimodo that they want to hide away and not see, and not see. They don't want anyone else to see it. They don't want to see it. It's either in themselves or outside, or it's connected. If it's something, it may be somehow connected to themselves, something outside. It's connected to themselves, and they really want to hide this, because this person could even tell something about them. Yeah, I'm hearing they want someone connected to them to just not, not be here anymore. And it's about shame. It's about intense shame. It's not for any it is kind of for selfish purposes, but it's more for shame purposes. Everything feels so twisted and pretentious and shameful, and there's something mangled that is very much being hidden, that they don't have control over, or they don't feel that they have control over, and this makes them very angry, anxious, and panicked. Interesting. So that's pile number 2. Now let us go on to pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. What do we have? Gold pile. What do we have here for the gold pile? What is this person's biggest, darkest secret? The Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. So this person, okay, this person's, their deepest, darkest secret is how nasty they've been. I'm hearing, that's what I'm hearing, to even people in their family or other people. I'm hearing that this person, I'm getting that basically it's like, so they like to be in charge. The Page of Swords, it can kind of be nasty, but it's like they've been, they really like to present as being a nice guy or a nice girl, and they've been really nasty to somebody in their family, or not even in their family. It's someone that they have sort of, it could even be a child, but it's somebody that they have power over, or maybe somebody that they took care of. Trigger warning, I'm probably a trigger warning for all these piles, but it's like, it's something that they've done that's really abusive and nasty to someone or someone that they shouldn't have been that way to. Like they really cut below the belt. They said something really truly terrible, and they feel that they feel that they have behaved in a way that's so inexcusable, and they feel intense shame. So it feels that this person, they feel a little bit bad about it, or a lot bad, but it's kind of like they want to cover it up. What does gold come into with it? Interesting. I'm hearing all that is glitters is not gold. They kind of feel like a fake too. So that's what I'm hearing when I see that. Is like all that glitters is not gold. So it's sort of like they're a fake too, and they know that they're fake. They feel that they fake. So they feel embarrassed about being fake. Like something about their morals is fake, or they're like two-faced, and they kind of know that they're two-faced. Like they act nice, and then they act nasty. It could be I'm hearing it could either be an incident, one or two incidents, or it could be a pattern. Like it could be they basically it could be a pattern. It could be one or two instances, or it could be like something that they do all the time behind closed doors. Like they pretend to be nice, but they're dark between their. And in that case, that person's more kind of sociopathic. But if it's one or two times, and they feel bad about it, then they're less. It's just kind of that would show that they have more conscience. So they could have conscience, or they could not have conscience. Like doing stuff behind the back that's very unacceptable. Like they've gone against. So in the case where they're not a sociopath, they've gone against their own values, and they've been very, very fake. They've been very, very, very fake. They basically and they feel guilty for that. So that would show they have something, but they've done something really bad, and I think they've said, "Oh, I'll never do this again." But it's money. So is it like? It could be something with money in some cases, or messenger with money. Interesting. Or they. Oh, I'm hearing something as another deep dark secret, and this is going to resonate for everybody. Is they didn't give the message to somebody else about money. Like they hid something to do with money, like, or they did something, and this could be kind of connected to their character, but it's something where they basically sorrow. So this person feels sorrow for it. It's like they did something. It could involve money, something or something, but they did it something in sort of the heat of the moment. It could have even involved drugs. It could have involved drugs, and they did something. Okay, I'm hearing for some, it's not going to resonate. For some, they did something dark, like they hid money. For some, this is like 2%, 2 or 3%. They did something really bad. Like they may have done something. They may have. How do I say this in a YouTube friendly some way? Someone may not be here because of them, is what I'm hearing. And it may have involved drugs, something they did in a drug state, but something really dark. But yeah, I hope I keep that YouTube friendly and trigger friendly. But someone may not be the same or even here. But I'm keeping this YouTube friendly. But it's like something, in some cases it's really dark, and they've really gone against their values in such a way that they feel very guilty. So if they feel guilty, whatever they've done, that would show that they're not entirely a negative person, I guess, or a sociopath, but it's very, very bad. Yeah. And yeah. priest. Wow, priest. And I pulled out priest, which I always think of that as the DEATH card. So yeah, like something really dark that they did. But it's not always like that. Like I said, it could be just like not just, but acting in a way that saying something really mean to someone they shouldn't, acting in a really mean way, and then feeling really bad about it, being a fake hypocrite. They pretend and they feel guilty about it. Or it could be a long-standing pattern. They're really a hypocrite and they're not correcting their behavior. They're not correcting their behavior, which would be more of the sociopathic variety. But if they have more conscience, it would be. And I'm hearing that this person may take this to their grave, or they're an old woman, or maybe they did that. I'm hearing they may have done something to an old woman. They may have done something even to an old woman that they shouldn't have. We're in the dark end, but it's mostly not like that. But some of the people, they've done something pretty dark. Interesting. So that's all we've got for pile number 3. I think I want to move out of that energy now. Now let's go to pile number 4. What is their deepest, darkest secret? Death. Interesting. Justice and Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing in some, like, interesting. We've got this ball right here. It's like moving around. So I'm thinking the energy, like if you notice when I started this, it kind of moved around. I'm hearing it this slippery. This person is trying to escape some sort of justice. In some cases, or slippering by, or they know that some sort of behavior has caught up to them in some way. And it could be something, it kind of ranges from something really negative to something, I'm hearing they may have done something really negative to a foe of theirs that they probably wouldn't want people to know. Something, because they try and almost create this balanced Queen of Pentacles together. And I think it's interesting too, because we've got this circle here, and then we've got this circle right here that she's holding that pentacle, but it's kind of like they essentially I'm hearing, yeah, for some they did something really vindictive to a foe that kind of deserved it, but kind of didn't. Like it's kind of like they went a little bit too far in terms of vengeance. Somebody kind of deserved it, but they did something kind of, they probably wouldn't want people to know, but it's like it was just they went a little bit too far. In other cases, they feel like death to some aspect of their life that they don't want death to be a part of, like or something they didn't want. They feel almost guilty about their emotions. They kind of avoid their emotions. Something that they didn't want to end, it did, and they feel bad about that, or some aspect of their life is ending and they don't want it to. They wanted constancy, and this person kind of feels like a male vibe. They really don't like to connect to their emotions, and they're kind of embarrassed of their emotions. Yeah, they essentially, let's see what else. 3 of Pentacles. I'm hearing that this person, they basically they focus too much on their, it's like their focus, they're sort of embarrassed because their focus is all wrong. Like they feel that their focus on their values are not right, and they feel embarrassed about that. But yeah, they did something really vindictive in some cases, that they feel like they try and be a good guy, but they know that they kind of did something really vindictive to an enemy that was like almost a little bit too much. And they realized that afterwards, and they'd feel a little bit embarrassed about that. Like, they thought it over, they did it, and now they're realizing that it's just a bit too much. But also it's like I'm hearing that this person, like they shirk their responsibilities too. That's what they do, and they feel kind of guilty about that. They feel that's their deepest, darkest secrets. I'm hearing for some they may have a hidden child somewhere, or like a hidden family. That's going to resonate for everybody, but it's sort of like they try and present in a certain way, but they really did something like something hidden, like, or maybe something, their deepest secret, their deepest, darkest secret is they've hid a fortune somewhere. Like hidden, they hid like something hidden. It's like hidden money, hidden children, hidden like just something really hidden. Like they may have I'm hearing, yeah, like malady, like even their what about malady? They may be hiding how sick they are, or not, or basically, or not letting people know something, or not knowing, or someone could be sick and they're not letting people know, or like people that may want to have a reunion of with someone, they may like be prison. It's kind of like, yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, and I'm hearing there's some big thing that they really don't want people to know. Some very big disgrace. Yeah, something that's really disgraceful. I'm hearing inside of the family, so it could be like, it could be disgraceful, wrong. I'm hearing something inside the family. It could be also like SA, it could be SA, something that happened in their family they feel quite embarrassed about, like, yeah, like there may be a PEDO running around their family, and they feel very like embarrassed about that, because yeah, just something about that is like, yeah, something, and it's interesting because it's like something that happened in their family that was shameful. Like, it could be SA, oh yeah, and then we've got erotic, this card, like something like they feel that something really shameful usually went on in their family, and they feel, and it's like some people know, some people don't, but it's sort of like it's something, it's some sense it, some know it, but it's like it just feels very shameful to them that this thing that went on in their family. And it can actually be a beginning of their bad behavior. And it's sort of like, I'm hearing, yeah, it's like it's about like I'm hearing that their family could be on the Jerry Springer show, and they don't really want people to know that. Certain families, certain aspects of it could be on that's what I'm hearing, the Jerry Springer show, like with really weird, illegal, even erotic activity. And this is just like, they really, like, it's sort of this weird, like, they kind of try and run, like, when this stone was kind of going away from the, because it doesn't really stay still, but it's kind of like they want to move away from that, and they really don't want anything that reminds them of it, or like they don't want like anything that's like, they really want to pretend it could be like a very toxic, like, pretend family, and they just don't want to have anyone know about this aspect of their life. So they really want to slide away from it. And it's sort of like this shame that they had in their family has spilled over into more secretive behavior that has led to other consequences, is what I'm hearing. So pile number 4, and then we've got pile number 5. Hello, pile number 5. What is their deepest, darkest secret? So 10 of Wands. I'm hearing the deepest, darkest secrets. I'm hearing there's probably about 5 different things. But one is that they feel very, very burdened and they don't know how to get rid of their burden. But let's see what else. I think there's more to it than that. Let me get a drink of water. We'll continue. I'm hearing that this person, it's important that this person maintains their appearance of innocence for some reason. And it doesn't matter like what happens. It's just like this person, they really like to like pretend, like they really don't like to be looked at as despair. Like they don't they really don't like to be looked at as less than innocent, or maybe despair could be their front where there's other stuff going on. But yeah, they feel burdened. They feel trapped. Like they can't move forward is the big thing. And trapped. I'm hearing that they feel trapped in utter loneliness, but it's important to create a front. Lots of fronts going on here. They feel that they must the innocent, and then we've got child there. They have to, for some reason, being innocent and blameless is very important to this person. But I'm hearing surprise. I'm hearing they're gonna like have a surprise that like shakes their shell in some way. It shakes their shell. But what is their guilt? Is that they feel their deepest, darkest secret is they feel guilt. But why do they feel guilt? Let us see. Dislike. I'm hearing that they feel that they dislike something and they feel guilty about that, so they lie about it. They dislike something. I'm hearing it could be a job that they dislike, but it's a very important. I just keep on getting they have to be blameless and but they could also dislike it could be like something about their life, a child, a parent, a job, even a partner. They really dislike something, but they feel guilty about it, so they lie. And it's almost like they put on this boast. They put on this really either innocent, blameless, or despair. It's like they put all these fronts on. It's like they've got maybe 4 different fronts that they put on to sort of hide these emotions that they have. Like they've got a despair, I mean almost a depressed front, a boastful front, a funny front, they're really, but yeah, I keep on hearing that they want to be blameless. They want to be looked at blame, a mysterious front. So this person puts on a lot of fronts. A depressed, almost like it's like almost like no one knows who this person is. So let's go a little deeper. I'm feeling there's a bit of deeperness. So what is their deepest, darkest secret? King of Pentacles. I'm hearing that they don't. It may sound funny, but they don't like. Their deepest, darkest secret is they don't. I'm just gonna say what comes out. They don't like their partner, or they're not attracted to their partner, or they don't want to have S with their partner. They don't want to have. They really don't. It's almost like having partner. It could be their partner is just it's just not attracted to them. Like they're just not. Their partner is just not attractive to them, and it's just and they really don't want people to it's almost like not even at a physical level, but their partner is at an emotional level. It's like they find their partner just to be almost, in some cases, I'm gonna say it, they almost think that their partner is repulsive to them, and it's kind of and that's a very, very deep, dark secret for some reason. And and it's not necessarily a physical thing, but it could be a emotional thing. Like there's just something not, but they really have to. They like to present the front of everything being fine. They have to present the front of everything being okay, and a very it's almost tiresome, but they've almost become used to that. They've almost become used to. Let's see what else. I'm hearing this. Yeah, there's some other secrets, but yeah, one of them is that yeah, they don't like their partner. Let's see what's another. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I heard 2 and 3. Oh, naked destroy. So something about like it's kind of going back to the same theme before. Naked destroy. They don't like I'm hearing they don't like their partner or something about. I don't know, something. I don't want to get too trigger happy with it and reading, but yeah, naked and destroy. We'll just see kind of what those words bring up. Let's see what else. And then oh wow, and then this could be, and then we've got the card homosexual. So are they? It's almost like their deepest darkest. We've got naked, destroy, homosexual. Maybe that in some cases they have. And there's nothing wrong with that, having a, same-sex attraction, but they have, like, something about their attraction is shameful and wrong in their mind. And I'm not sure exactly what that would be. But, not that there's anything wrong with being gay or homosexual, but it's sort of like something about, it's not like that, it's just something a little bit different like that. It's like, it's like they almost want to destroy something naked and uncomfortable about people or their partner, and it's sort of like because it makes them think of something or it's like it's weird. It's like I almost can't, it's so secretive, I almost can't get it. Appearance, but I'm hearing appearance is important, or something about their partner's appearance that they find repulsive to them, or emotional appearance, like, and it's like a chore to be with them type thing, and it's like servant, or they may feel like I'm hearing that they're almost disgusted with their partner because it's kind of like they expect them to serve them or something. They expect them to service, yeah, servant and then service. They expect, it's kind of like I just getting this image when their partner approaches them, it's like, oh, not again, as they feel like they have to service or serve their partner, you know what I mean? Like they don't necessarily like it, their partner, but they just feel like they have to just like kind of get it over with, if you will, and it's sort of like, and it kind of leads to other. Like this is a collective reading, but it kind of leads to other, that kind of aspect of their life kind of connects to 5 other aspects of their life. Like I'm getting a strong emotional sickness with them, and essentially merchant, and it's like, and I'm hearing at this, okay, another secret come up is that they covet other people's stuff. Like no matter what they have, they covet that's another thing, they covet other people's stuff and their life, no matter what they get, and it's almost confusion, or they sow seeds of confusion in order to get other people's stuff, or hiding that they want other people's stuff, or hiding that they want other people's, and then child here. Interesting. Let's see, did we get let's see. Let's see if we can get any information with child. Conflict. Another thing is, another deep secret is that they have strong conflicts about their child or with their child, and they don't want people to know that either. So that's another deep dark secret, is they feel like that's almost like shameful. Yeah, what's going on in their house feels really shameful with their child, with their spouse, with whoever's, maybe even a parent or something, or whatever's going on in their house is like they'd rather not have somebody be a fly on the wall. Like even there could be even stuff, a trigger warning, but there could be even stuff going on in their house in regards to child or their family, or something that's questionable, that's like And people may even be kind of conversing about it. I don't think this person really knows, but people might actually be talking about it, or they kind of know, and but they just feel very melancholy about it. Yeah. And yeah, they feel they feel kind of they feel melancholy, or almost like they're almost lying to themselves. I'm hearing that too, like they're kind of lying about what's happening too. Like there's almost this layer of denial too. Money, like they kind of they covet other people's money is what I'm hearing, or they want other people's money, or even it's like it's like they almost have this feeling of almost narcissist. They could be a narcissist, but they could also be just somebody who's just never satisfied. They're never satisfied type thing. And that's, but yeah, I'm hearing that the boast, like this person, like they put on a front and they like to boast. So it's like this redirection from the other people or themselves. They basically redirection or like from themselves. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. Yeah, it's like boast. Like they almost want to look like a queen, and they're not like, and they're not like they almost have this delusional romantic view of themselves, but it's not really living up to like what's going on in their life right now. It's really not so it's like they kind of almost delude themselves and create but looking innocent and like almost lying to themselves while simultaneously lying to other people is a big theme of this person. And it's sort of like but there's stuff that's going on that's really kind of stuck and not moving, that they'd rather not have people know about. Like stuff that's going on that's really almost stagnant or I'm hearing stagnant or emotionally gross that's going on in their home or in their life, or even in some sphere that they wouldn't want. It could even be the workplace in some cases. Like it's that they don't really, there's something stagnant and gross that's going on that they don't want people to know about. And yeah, temperance, but it's kind of like they're trying to heal it, but it's just in the wrong way with a lot of pretension or lying to themselves. So yeah.